Now we'll take a look at the next riff of the song, which can be called riff number 4, or we can call this one the chorus. See if you recognize it. This is a part of the song where he continually says "still of the night." He says it throughout the song, but we'll call this the chorus or riff number 4, starting with a D chord. Now we're going to slide 7 to 9 on the A, grab 7 on the D and the G strings. So we end up with an inversion of a D chord, a first inversion. Followed by C, same riff. And now a G chord, 5D, 4 on the G string. Followed by this. Here, open A twice, and then slide from 5 on the D and G up to 7. Back to 5. We've just done this. And then down to an F chord. Okay, so here's the chorus once again. And now we're into the middle section of the song. We just hold that E chord. That happens for 4 bars, and then the bass moves to C. There's some cool little single note phrases. Here's the first one we can play. So we're going to be soloing with E minor here. We're using the E minor scale. Slide from 5 to 9 on the D, 7 G, bend up a half step from 7 on the B, and release. And you can strike again. Now we're going to do this volume swell idea. So we'll strike the 8th fret of the B and then bring in the volume. So we strike it with the volume off. Same thing with the 7th fret of the G and 5th fret of the G. Now we're going to arpeggiate through some chords with a clean tone. And here's the first chord. So I'm going to play the open low E, 7th fret of the A string, followed by 9 on the D, 7 on the B. Now put your middle finger on the 8th fret of the B string, lift off again, 7th fret, 9 on the D, and then 7B, 7G, 7D. So we've just done this. And repeat. Bass goes down to C. We can play this phrase. So here we're going to play 4 on the D, open G, open high E. 3 on the B string, 5 on the G. Back to the open B. And then this E minor 9 chord. So hold the 7th fret of the A, 4th fret of the D, and then we'll start arpeggiate. So open low E, 7 on the A, 4 on the D, open G, B, back to the G, down to 4D, back to the open B, back to the 7th fret of the A string. And now the strings come in and the beat picks up and the guitar just plays these harmonics. That's going to be 5 on the G, 7 on the B, 5 on the D. Okay, so let's put this in context. I'll go back to the beginning of these clean chords. Now we're into the pre-solo section, and we have some cool triads, great triad progression. It goes like this. So we'll have our E power chord using the open string, followed by a D chord. Now a G chord with the root on the 8th fret of the B string, so that's going to be 9 on the D, 7 G, 8 on the B. Followed by D, C to D. Now we're going to move this up to the 12th fret. This will be a G chord, followed by a D chord. That'll be 12 on the D, 11 G, 10 on the B. Slide 9 to 11 on the D string, grab an A chord with C sharp in the bass, same shape as the G chord we used earlier. Followed by an F chord, that's 10 on the D, G, and B string. And if we put all that together,